Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. Lord knows we're flooded with comments already. We want to say welcome to Loretta Coleman Live to all of you who are tuned in. We have a very powerful program on tonight. We got a lot of information that we're going to give to you, and we're going to have a great conversation. Let me say to all of you who are tuning in, we can't speak to everybody, but we will try our best. But what we do when we see your name, this is what we do, especially if we're in a deep conversation. We're going to put it up there just like that where he can see it and I can see it. And we, whatever you say, if he want to respond to your comments, he can, or I can, or whatever how you want to do it. But that's how we acknowledge you. We are in no way going to ignore you, but we want you to know that we see you. So this is what we'll be doing. Now, tonight we have the Josh Myles. I call him the Josh Myles. And I was telling him prior to coming on the air, this is such a small world because I've heard his name all over social media. I've seen him on social media. He has a very powerful YouTube channel that we're going to talk about. But I had no idea that he was the Josh Myles that sang with the Canton Spirituals that leads some of his songs. And I'm trying to find out who the person is that sings with Harvey that sounds like him. And it's the same Josh Myles that I looked at when he was here for Flossie's anniversary. So I welcome you to my platform tonight and thank you for taking out time to come. And I want you to know you sound good, man. You sound good.
Well, thank you. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for allowing me to come on.
Oh yeah, we're excited to have you on here tonight. And before we get in the conversation tonight, just tell for those that may not know you, tell them a little bit about you and who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Josh Myles from Tupelo, Mississippi. Singer, songwriter, producer. We have a Miles House Music production team here in Tupelo, and we travel and we'll produce you a record if you need it. We'll write you songs if you need that. And we also have a YouTube channel called Miles House Music, where we showcase our music and we showcase music of others as well. It's inspirational soul music and also just some inspirational spoken word and things of that sort. We just try to uplift the people through the media. That's me in a nutshell.
Evangelist Mary Pugh said you not only can sing, but you're talented in playing music.
I play a little bit.
So you're gifted all around.
Well, I guess you could say that.
Huh?
I guess you
I
could say
had
that.
no idea that you had all these things going on for you when I invited you to be. I had no earthly idea. And I am glad I got you. So I didn't know you was a songwriter. I didn't know you was a producer. Well, you really got it going on.
We working with what we got.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
sir.
if somebody needs something produced, how do they reach you? Through Facebook, YouTube?
They can reach me through Facebook, or you could call 662-523-7635.
Okay.
But you probably want to send a text message there first, and then somebody will get with you.
Hmm. So how long have you been doing this?
Long time. I probably got started in this when I was about 13, and I'm 31 now.
All right.
Uh, so a little while.
Mhm. What gave you the inspiration to do this? Who gave you the inspiration to do this?
Well, it's a lot of them.
And
Singing.
you're a minister too? That's what
Yeah,
Paul Cook said.
yes, ma'am. I am. I am.
Oh, wow.
Uh, uh,
Okay.
so, as far as my family go, my family is most of us are either singers, teachers, or preachers. So
Hmm.
that's kind of been in my bloodline, I guess you could say. But my cousin Earl Miles was heavy in music in Memphis Harmonizers, the Gospel Four, the Brown Singers, all those in their earlier years. He produced and recorded with those groups, and so that kind of started my, I guess, uh, interest in recording music and stuff like that. And then I ran into Jay Jackson, this guy from Tupelo, Mr. Wardell Dykes, George Dean, and those guys just kind of taught me and pushed me in the right direction. And then I just kept going on and on from there, and ran into Key, Wonder Boy, and Paul Porter, Harvey Watkins, all those guys. And so I'm still learning from a lot of them. What's up, Mondo?
Yeah, he said you can cook too. Okay, I tell you. Somebody said you got the Josh Myles. I said, okay, now. I didn't know what I was getting into tonight, did I?
Well, I guess I didn't either.
Well, I am honored to have you on here, though. But I didn't know I'm learning too. But that I want to say congratulations to all of the things that God has allowed you to accomplish, and maybe you can share some things tonight that will encourage somebody who have started. They tried, they failed, they tried, they failed, and it seems like they just can't get it up on the ground. What would you say to them?
Well, I say there's nothing wrong with taking a break as long as you don't break off. Mm-hmm. You get back up, and keep it going. It'll happen at some point if you don't give up. You know, you got to keep a positive attitude when it comes down to doing this, because, you know, it at times it does get a little weary. You can't get weary in doing this, but, you know, if you keep at it, keep a positive attitude, keep a positive mind, positive outlook, learn all you can, work with anybody, work with whoever you can work with, because you can learn from anybody. And so you want to try to do that, learn all you can, do all you can, and it'll open up for you. You know.
You see what promoter Cheryl Snell said about you?
Oh, no.
And you got somebody watching from Compton, California. I tell you, boy, you bad, man. You bad. You got several people watching from California.
Well, thank you, Lord. Y'all book us out there.
Now you keep saying us. Are you talking to Cantons, or do you have a group?
Well, I do solo dates as well. I work with the Cantons, with Mr. Harvey, but we don't go year round. So I do some solo dates as well, and we're taking preaching engagements too.
Well, you know, I'm gonna have to get you down here to preach. Then I really did not know what I was getting into. Now I didn't know you was a preacher and all that, and got all this going on for you. But that's just absolutely wonderful.
Hey, Keisha, thank you, thank you so much.
So how do you, with you know, I'm seeing all these people saying all these nice things about you. How does that make you feel?
Well, I can't explain that feeling, but it's just love.
Hey, Keisha. Yeah, it's just what?
Just love.
Do you ever want to pat yourself on the back and say, are they talking about me? Or pinch yourself and say, are they talking about me?
Well, I think they're talking about the God in me.
All right, now. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, this is the very reason you're on here, because when I would hear you in Clubhouse, I would say, now, who is this man here? And now I got him on my show. You are a deep brother. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're a deep brother. And I heard you today. And see, that we need more of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Veronica Bauer said he will destroy the house. I'm telling you, I'm learning all about you tonight, man. I'm telling you, that's good. That's good. Oh, you can go ahead and blush. I see them dimples right there. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So you're in Memphis?
Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo, Mississippi. Where did I get Memphis from? But so what is your favorite? Well, maybe I shouldn't say favorite. Well, your favorite pastime in doing outside of preaching and singing?
Well, I don't get much time outside of music, but you know, most of the time, well, before the pandemic and whatnot, stuff like that came, we go shoot pool every now and then.
Mm-hmm. Every night.
Yeah, that's about it.
Uh-huh. So at 31 years old, you said you was 31 years old.
I'm
At
31.
31, huh?
Yes, ma'am. 31.
At 31 years old, and God had allowed you to accomplish all this, what's your next?
Well, really just go higher and higher in what we got, what we're
Mm-hmm.
doing, and one day when the Lord say, that's a good job, man. Go sit down and get you some water.
I thought you was gonna say, he said, that's enough. Now go on and pastor.
Well, I guess if that's in order, that's where I'm going.
Okay. Now somebody said you're also a tax man.
Well, no, I'm not the tax man. That's my brother.
Oh, okay.
I started my daddy is a CPA,
Mm-hmm.
and we grew up, we would go to the office periodically. I never could get with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I, on and off, I try to get in there and do a little something, but I just couldn't quite cut it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just picked my bass back up and started playing.
So it was too many numbers for you. Or
Well, I guess it everything just started after a while. It started kind of going all together, and your eyes get crossed,
Mm-hmm.
and you just want to get up and
I know
throw up
you
your
see it. You see
hands.
what she say? Oh, you don't have to worry about it, Veronica. We got it. But so in the industry today, good evening to everyone that's just coming on. We will put your comment up there to acknowledge that we see it. So we want you to know that's what we do. That's our way of saying hello to you. Now what was I getting ready to say? Oh man. Oh, in the industry like it is today, if you had to change one thing, what would it be?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be nothing I would necessarily change. We just add a little more love.
Add a little bit more love.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you make a difference?
Yes, ma'am. I think I make a difference wherever I am.
I see that. Are you always this laid back?
Sometimes, unless I'm telling a joke.
Well, okay, you can tell jokes. We tell jokes on here now. We tell jokes on here. One of my favorites, Josh Myles, been blessing me since Determined. You sung with Determined?
Yes, ma'am.
You were
That
the
was
lead
our little.
singer?
I was the bass player at first, and I ended up becoming the lead singer later on.
Well, then I know you. I know I've got to know you. Because I used to talk to that group all the time, man. They used to send me their music all the time.
Well, I know we done that.
I'm telling you, it's a small world. And see, this is why it pays to treat people right. Because see, if I had been mean to you, I couldn't have had you on here tonight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
You
yes,
know,
ma'am.
but you
But I would have came anyway.
Yeah, but it would have been hard for me to have you on here knowing that I push you off. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
And I'm just so glad I've learned to do better. And when I say better, I'm not necessarily mean to people, but I was a nonchalant person. You know, just nonchalant, not knowing that my ways was affecting some people. And then I had somebody tell me, you need to do a little better because you are in the public. So I am very mindful now because see, I can sit and look at you, Josh, but I'm not really looking at you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
My mind is 1,000 miles away, but I become conscious because people are very they're bothered when they say, you look at me dead in the eye and you didn't even speak to me. Well, you're looking at a person, but your mind is not really on that person. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. But you got a new venture that you're endeavoring on. Tell us about it.
Which one? Uh,
YouTube, I think it is.
the YouTube channel. Yes, ma'am. We actually have been slow roasting on that YouTube channel for a while, and we
Mm-hmm.
finally made it to 10,000 subscribers a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we happy about that, and the numbers are steady going up, and so you could call that same number. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
no, it ain't that number. I have to find that number and
Mm-hmm.
give it to you. But we also invite groups if you want to promote your record. You want to promote if any churches want to promote something. We
Mm-hmm.
invite you. You're welcome to come promote with us, and
Mm-hmm.
we host concerts. Um, we have some more things coming up pretty soon. Like I say, we just want to help inspire people with great music, some spoken word, and help some of our quartet groups and choirs and whatnot, just musicians and singers, period, that want to get some of their music out there through our channel.
Well, you may have somebody that say, well, I don't need his YouTube channel. I got my own YouTube channel. What would you say to them? And then I'm gonna come back and piggyback off what you said because I got an answer for it.
Well, I'll say maybe you don't need us. Uh, Maybe you don't need our channel, but maybe you need
Mm-hmm.
some help growing your own channel, and we can help you do that too. Now, if you just don't want no help, then we ain't got nothing for you.
See, I like that answer because somebody want to know, are you on TikTok?
Well, I'm on TikTok. I think my username is at I am Josh Myles on TikTok.
Okay. Okay. Um you can if you want to, you can put your stuff up there. I don't know how to quite pin it yet, but you can put your information in the comments if you want to. I was going to say that's pretty much what I was going to say. You have a professional YouTube channel. You have a very professional Facebook page. What groups, soloists, artists, preachers don't realize, the more people that see your product, that's the more exposure you get. Just don't depend on your own page. I don't care if you have five YouTube page. Somebody may not know you, but everybody know Josh Myles. So if I can get my stuff on Josh Myles' page, then there's a different set of people who's going to hear my product. And so that's a reason right there in itself that if they want to go to the next level, if anybody want to go to the next level in what they do, it will be a good tool for them. And I want to say, when you get off, go to his Facebook page. Look how professional it is. It's not trash. It don't have a bunch of videos showing your head and your feet and all that kind of stuff. Very professional stuff. And and then go to his YouTube page. And when you having some of these concerts, um pay tribute to him. Let him help you promote it. He has the listeners. So we encourage you to do that. How can I add my online store? That's what somebody want to know on your page, on your YouTube.
Okay, you won't be able to add your store on our YouTube channel, but we can help you add your store on your YouTube channel. We can show you how to get that done.
So you do services like that as well?
I suppose so.
Okay, Renee Washington, evangelist DJ Renee said, yes, I need some help with my YouTube's channel, TikTok, and all.
Okay. Now I'm not an expert on none of them, but I'm pretty versed in YouTube. I'm still learning TikTok and those types of things. So it may be some people in the comments that can kind of help you with some of those other things. I think I seen Miss Tanya Perry down there. I believe she probably help you with some of those things as well.
Yeah, she's on here. Well, she was on here earlier. Um, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of those things are important to get your product out. But I'm gonna say this to people. Josh always helping the spiritual messengers, but guy,
But
those
guys,
guys right there.
we
Yeah,
got some
that's
stuff.
Tanya Perry, huh?
We got some stuff coming out soon on the
Mhm.
spiritual messengers as well. They
Mhm.
waiting on me, but
Well, those guys are good. I got them for my birthday celebration.
okay. Well, you
Yeah,
got you a
those
good one.
guys are good. Those guys are good. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get back. If they come down here and sing like that CD, they gonna leave with bookings. It's for sure. They gonna leave with bookings. But Tanya is back. If you want to tell her,
Uh, yeah, I think it was a lady that was wanting to know about TikTok and some other things, Miss Tanya. I was just recommending you to them because I don't know about all of that stuff. I know a little bit about YouTube. I could help some people with their YouTube channel.
hmm
Oh,
um,
Myles House Music is our YouTube channel name. YouTube.com/ Myles House Music. That's Miles with a Y.
yeah, Keisha had put it up there, but I lost the post, so I was trying to find it while you was talking, but you ended too quick. But this is good what you're doing. And I just wish, I hope that people will support you and not say, well, I don't want him to make money off of my product. I don't want him to make money. You got to think of the bigger picture. If he's making money, that means people are going to your page, right?
That's right.
And if people are going to your page, that means that they're going to see those people product, right?
That's right.
So they
Well,
got to take the bigger road, and they
well,
got
that Ms. Loretta, and
to.
uh, Jesus used parables when he spoke. So I'm gonna use something like a parable, or maybe you could call it a proverb. But if you got your stuff together,
Mhm.
we'll make money together.
Okay. How would you respond to this person right here? Katrina said, apps are your best digital friend. Try to use the free apps and not pay to balance your budget.
I would agree. If you first starting out, you want to try to use everything free that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's the way you get started. Use everything free that you can. Facebook is free. Instagram is free. YouTube is free. TikTok is free. All these platforms are free.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to put in the work, and then after a certain amount of time, you may have to spend a few dollars to
Mm-hmm.
make some money later
Mm-hmm.
on down the line. But
Mm-hmm.
you can work those uh, applications into a place to where they'll bless you for your work.
Mm-hmm. Now let me say this. Now I got you on here. Do a song with me. Inbox me. I got it. Chad Kelly.
Send me an inbox, brother.
Okay. Um. Um. Where can I find you on Facebook?
Just type in Josh Myles, JoshMyles. You probably will see me uh, with a gold watch on.
If they go to my page right now, I got you pinned up to the very top,
Okay.
and it'll be pinned up there till in the morning, and you can see that's just how he look on his Facebook page because I got that picture off of there, and that's just how he look. And then you can follow his page. What I wanted to say is that we have this mentality sometimes. Well, I'm not going to support him because I can do it myself. Now, that may be true, but people they don't want to go to the YouTube page to see everything on you, but a wide variety of things. And see, I can't get people when I try to get people to see that, they think that I'm just fussing. But if you go to if you got a wide variety of things on your page, you're going to have the hits. You're going to have people coming. And I'm not just talking about quartets. I'm talking about you got some quartets, you got some preaching, you got some praise and worship and all of that. You can't just, if you want whatever you do to grow, you can't just cater to one thing.
That's right.
You just can't cater to one thing. You got to give it all. And I say to all gospel groups, whether you are contemporary, quartet, praise and worship, yo, the sector you're in, they already know you. If you are a good quartet group, it would benefit you to be on a good variety page where somebody could see your product. Now, am I not telling the truth?
You telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just can't, maybe you can say it better than me. Maybe you can say it better than me, but I just can't get people to see this on my ministry page, Josh. And it wasn't me, it's just the Lord. I got over 300,000 followers. But you go on there, you may see, they call me the quartet girl, but you're going to see some Tasha Cobbs. You're going to see some Jacqueline Carr. You're going to see some Byron Cage. You're going to see some preaching. You're going to see some contemporary preaching. You're going to get some old-timey preaching. You're going to have a wide variety. So if you click on something that you don't like, there's something on that page for you. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
what I can't get people. And it's time consuming now. Don't think it ain't time consuming. It's time consuming keeping your page up to date. And now the same thing is happening on my YouTube page. A wide variety. I looked at it today and I got 42,000 followers on that. But I got a wide variety. But now some groups I had to go and take them off. I'm talking about I record them in concert, put them on my YouTube page. They send it to copyright. Recording them at concerts now. Wouldn't you want somebody to see your stuff?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. So maybe you can just, I don't know, help me tonight to understand that.
Well, that's why I say for majority of us, we got to get our business in order on the front end of our music, because if my stuff is playing on your channel, I should, if the channel is monetized and my stuff playing on that channel, then I should be sharing revenue with you, and I shouldn't have to go in and say take that down.
Now, and will you agree for that if I'm at a church and you're singing at a church, or you're preaching at a church and you're just singing at a church, you're saying that you don't want to be recorded in a church? We're not talking about what you recorded on a label, on a CD or MP3 or MP4. We're not talking about that. We're talking about at a concert. If that group don't say no recording, do they still have the right, if they're there and they see people with their cell phones and they said no recording, how can they come back and say this is copyright?
Well, I guess legally, I don't really know the spectrum of that from a legal standpoint. I would say, just for me, I wouldn't mind that. But on the flip side, as a social media influencer, if somebody came and said they wanted me to take some of theirs down, or because we do tributes to different groups. So if one of those groups came and said, hey, we don't want your tribute of us on your channel, we don't want, you need to take that down. I wouldn't bother contesting it. We just take it down, because if that's how you feel, or if you can't see a bigger picture in it being a help to you more than a hindrance, then that's your prerogative. I feel like Miss Loretta, that in this day and time, I might not agree with you. I may not even understand your way of thinking, but I got to respect the fact that you have a choice and you have an opinion on your thing. you know, however you want, whatever. I gotta respect that. So if that's what you want, then that's what I'm going to give you because I want you to do the same for me.
Okay. Hey, Brian Staley. It's Brian spoke to you as well.
Hey,
Um,
brother.
well, let me ask you this, and this is good. The Josh Myles, the reputation that you have, who wouldn't it be very foolish for somebody to tell you to take now you just ain't no fly by night person now. It would be a benefit for them to have you to send a shout out.
That's right, Miss Tony.
Yeah, but see, but we're not talking about. Let me. You hold that thought. What I was saying, because I might forget what I was saying. Okay,
Okay.
because I want to. This is what I understand. We're not talking about the recorded CD. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the live video. We're not talking about. Um, we're talking about these concerts like be in the family live centers, the concerts that's every week. That's what we're talking about. And I want to know if you don't want it to be on, you don't want nobody to copy it, when you post it on your social media page, you need to put that disclaimer at the top. Our videos are not to be copied or shared.
Mm-hmm.
Our videos are not to be um some think you're selling it. My opinion is just saying I feel it's monetary. You know what she mean?
She's saying if you posting something that you're gonna make money off of it.
But here's the thing, and I want to know, help me, educate me. If you got a person that's got 2,100 friends, just 2,100 friends, and then you got somebody that has 100,000 friends, and they post your stuff, you won't want that person to post your stuff up there so you can get known.
Well, for me, if I mean looking at it from a promotional standpoint, I think you should do whatever you can to make sure. I say it like this: what we used to do with CDs, we would do whatever we could to make sure that our CD was going home with everybody in the building.
Mm,
So just say if we were going to a convention, we would spend $200 or $300 to get some CDs pressed up that we could give away. So you spending that $200 or $300 as promotional purposes. In my mind, if I was looking at that as okay, this person has 100,000 subscribers or followers or whatever, they're more than likely monetizing their channel, and maybe my channel ain't monetized or my page isn't monetized. It's the same difference as me spending $200 or $300 to make sure I go home with everybody at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? If it's the same difference in me doing that, in me giving you my or allowing you to share my video to 100,000 people, and you may make $500 off of that video for that month or whatever, or over the course of 6 months you may make $1,000. That ain't really, first of all, that ain't none of my business how much you making off of that video. I just need it
mhm,
to be shared because I need people to Google my name. I need people to type my name in the search box and look me up.
mhm.
But on the flip side, if if I am a monetized influencer and I want to make all my money and I want to keep it in this one vein, then
Mhm.
I would probably have an issue with that, I guess.
Well, I'm glad we're on this conversation because you helping me. So if they don't want a person, if you're getting monetized on Facebook and monetized on YouTube, and they don't want you playing their video, why they send you the flyers to promote their event? What are you gonna promote if nobody know who you are?
I think it all work hand in hand, Miss.
I
Miss
can't
Loretta.
get people to see that. I, you know, I, you know, I put on my page because some people were sending me, they were sending me, to copyright infringement. Oh man, I tell you. So I put on there, if your group do not want me to promote them, let me know. Because I like to make videos and put group music behind them. When I would put the music behind, they started sending me to copyright infringement. So I put that on there and I say every group name that said I could use their CD, I saved it just in case they changed their mind and say I didn't say that. Well, I got it right when you say okay. The groups who said that they didn't want it done, I don't even play them. I don't even consider them, because if I'm not good enough to promote, how you gonna make that record? I'm on a mainstream radio and I got an internet station. Listen, I can help you, but if you don't, how I'm gonna promote your CD or your project? And nobody, nobody in this part, you never been here. Nobody never know who you are, and I can't promote you. Come on, Josh, help me out now.
Well, like I say, I think it's different stroke for different folk. To each his own. And the thing that we all have to understand about what's happening in this industry right now is CDs. The CD sales are declining,
Mm,
and more people are going to streams and
mm,
social media. So
mm,
the revenue that artists, the money that we're going to see, is going to come from social media and
mm,
digital platforms, and it's
mm,
steady moving that way. And
mm,
so at this point we like in the middle of it still.
mm,
So it's kind of like, when you go to a program, and if you done bought a pack of 500, if you done bought 500 CDs and you go to a program and you can't get up
mm,
off of them because everybody got it on social media or whatever, you
mm.
trying to figure out how you can uh, get a return on your investment, uh, you know, that way. So for some people, it is that serious, and I can't knock an artist for wanting all of they, uh, for wanting 100%. I can't knock that. But for me, this is just me and my opinion. Uh, I think sometimes you have to give a little bit in order to receive something back. I think it's the same with love. If you don't get no love, you can't get no love back. So
Absolutely. Now, Angela Bonaparte is a artist, and she said she's the artist, and she have the problem playing her own music. They won't even let her. She said they won't even let her share it, and Devon had showed her how to do it, but you can't, you know.
you gotta be careful with your distro, with the whatever distribution company you're going through. Those check boxes that you check when you going through putting your album in, when you checking them boxes, you gotta read that stuff. Uh, those people are, as the distribution company, they're gonna offer you things like publishing administration. They're gonna offer you things like picking up your stuff for YouTube and Facebook, social media, things like that. So that would be 100% that they're going to pick up. They're picking it up for you. They probably getting about 15% of that. But wherever, if it's you or if it's Moses or Aaron, they're gonna block that and say that it can't be used. Or if it is used, whatever revenue is made, 100% has to go through TuneCore or through DistroKid or whatever that is. It's coming back to you, but 15% of that is going to whoever that publishing administrator is.
So, in other words, you have to be careful when you're signing that paperwork.
That's right. It's no different from a record label coming to you wanting to sign you. Same thing.
Mhm. Now, what I have found that now I'm licensed with the FCC to play music. I'm licensed, and so if it's somebody that don't mind me playing their music, when they send me the thing saying um well, when they mute it, I just kindly send them a thing back and say I'm licensed with the FCC on 2 stations, and they take it down. Now, what is wrong with that?
Give me that again, Miss Loretta.
When they send me a thing and say part of your video is muted,
Mm-hmm.
I send them a message back. I say I am licensed with the FCC. I am a licensed radio announcer. And I don't know if they have a way to check it or what, but in a few minutes it'll be back up.
Oh well, now.
Now, see, I'm licensed on 2 stations,
Okay.
so they takes it off.
Well, I'm not sure about that part, Miss Loretta.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the reason they do it and the reason they mute it, because they have to pay the royalties when we go on here and we
Mm-hmm.
play Facebook are paying the royalties, and that's why they are muting these things and trying to stop people from playing this music. And it's coming up real soon. Real soon, if you're not licensed with the FCC, you ain't gonna be able to do none of that. So it will pay that couple of $100, get licensed with the FCC, and then you'll be able to promote that music. But all these radio stations that you see, a radio station, radio rooms, whatever you want to call them, if they don't get licensed real soon, and it won't be long, you'll be able to do that.
I understand that.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna keep paying royalties for you. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're covered with the FCC, you already paid that. All them fees you've already paid if you do it the legal way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I didn't mean to take over that, but that's just something I happen to know.
Well, that's okay, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, but if you are licensed, you have privileges and rights that people that I could sit up here to my table all day and play gospel music and call myself a radio announcer. But if I don't have the proper credentials, I'm not really a radio announcer. I'm just somebody playing music from my living room. Now, I'm not downing nobody. Please don't send me no inboxes. This is just a educational learning thing. This is what we're talking about tonight. So when we know better, we do better, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's all in love.
It's all in love. That is true for the position that you're in, Miss Loretta, in the radio world. They would be glad to have you play their music on your station and promo videos. I think that should be considered. Thank you, Carlos. But unfortunately, it's not wrong if they don't want it. It's not wrong if you allow it. I get a check every week from Facebook and YouTube. Now, what did she just say?
Miss Tanya, she was saying it's kind of the same thing. I was saying I think it's just gonna be everything. It just ends up on that person's preference and your preference.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just don't want it. I made a post the other week about me and a couple of guys that do some video and audio stuff, and I tagged a guy from I ain't gonna say where he's from, but I tagged the guy that kind of does some video work, and me and him have had some discussions about doing some work as well. I like to use different people and help other people out when I can with different projects that we work on. But this guy sent me a message and basically cussed me out, told me don't tag him in nothing promoting somebody else. I could have got mad and I could have cussed him back out because I do know how to cuss. But I did not do that because what sense does it make? I don't have any power over that man's choice. It's his choice. I respect the fact that he has an opinion. He has a choice. Hey, we'll untag you from it, man. We don't mean no harm. If that's your preference, if that's what you want, if that's how you want to deal, we're going to work with you that way. And that's just it.
That's really not brilliant though. Now let me tell you what I mean. That's in a day and time like this, especially with quartets, when you are not hardly played on mainstream, everybody love their group. Everybody think their group is number one. Everybody want people to bring them to their city. But if you don't allow them to play your music and put you out there, and you have a hissy fit, because if I go to a show and I go to a show and I see D. Josh Myles out there doing his thing, and I come back and put it on my page, I say, y'all got to get this man. This man is good. Do you not know what that'll do for you? But then if you send me the thing and tell me, hey man, hey lady, take this thing off. I don't want you promoting me. How does that make sense?
Well, that's why I say, Miss Loretta, you know, if
well, why you think that? Let me say this about Kevin Joyner. I don't know if you know him or not, but this guy has a top-notch #1 CD. And you know what my mission is? I asked him first. When I get through with him, everybody gonna know who he is.
That's all right.
Because he got it, and he's let me work with him. I'm not promoting no more. You know, I just do festivals and little things, you know, and little things behind the scene. But I guarantee you, next year this time, if he continue to let me, he'll be booked all over. He got a good CD. But I can't help him if he tell me, I don't want you playing my CD. I don't want you promoting me on your Facebook page. I don't want you promoting me on YouTube. What can I do? I definitely ain't going to lose no money in booking him, and then I can't promote him. You see what I'm saying?
I understand. Now, and I see your heart, and I got that same heart, Miss Loretta. I want us all to make it. I want us all to eat. And I can see that in you too, Miss Loretta. But like I say, one thing I had to just come to grips with, if a man don't want to grow, you can't reach down there and stretch him. You have to, the only way I can grow is if I want to grow. And can't nobody make me grow but me. Can't nobody stunt my growth but me. And that's all there is to it. So if a person doesn't want that help, if a person doesn't see if they don't see the value in what you can bring to them, then the Bible say don't cast your pearl to the swine.
That's what the Bible say. I got you, Evangelist Mary Pugh. You can count on that. That's another group. Awesome group.
Miss Mary, yes. Oh, she's a wonderful singer.
Wonderful. And here's my mission ever. For them that let me, I'm going to promote them to no end. When I say promote them now, them say I ain't talking about booking. I'm going to promote them. Social media, they're going to be all over. They're going to be all over. Let me tell you, Josh, I bought Sean Jones here in 2015. He didn't know me. I didn't know him. I inboxed him. He had that depending on you. That's the only thing that he had, was a depending on you. I said, if you come and work with me, I said, I ain't got this amount of dollars to give you and that amount of dollars. I said, but if you come to me, you won't be sorry. Sean came and South Carolina loved him, and the rest was history. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
I do a lot of groups like that, but they'll call, they say, I'm coming through. I say, can you do a pickup program? You know, I'll do an open door program. But I had one guy tell me, he said, I can't have no less than $1,500. I said, well, brother, you can stay. An open door program, you might not even get $1,500 in the offering. Who gonna pay it? When you having an open door program, you know, you got and Josh, one thing I learned, see, I can talk about my mistakes. When somebody say I'll work with you, oh, you got to tell me what that work with you means. My work with you and your work with me is not the same language. And I done got in a lot of trouble like that in
You
them
got to get
checkup
an
rooms.
understanding.
You got to get an understanding, and the best thing they could have ever did, because I have them to text what they mean to me, and I keep it. And I said, you told me this, because see, Josh, I done been in trouble. You hear me? Going by their word.
I understand.
You
And
know,
I
this
have
is
to.
good. You know, we're being educated, but okay, you got a production. You're a producer. You do music and all that. And if they go to your page and they study you, they can say, "Hey, I want this man to help me." If they don't have nobody to help them, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
One thing I hate, Josh, is when I get music in the mail and I open it. It sounds like they did it in choir rehearsal. I
That's
can't
what,
stand it.
and that's what we trying to prevent.
Yeah. Who Jesus have mercy.
So we want to help you take pride in your recording. We want to give you a quality recording, a radio friendly recording, and we work with some of the best musicians. If you need a little help with the background, we work with some of the best background singers, and even now it may cost you a little more, just letting you know, but we will we do have artist development. We'll come into your rehearsal and well, that ain't the artist development Tanya Perry do, but we'll come into your rehearsal and work with your group to get you prepared for the studio. And then once we get in the studio to cut your record, we'll make sure that you are well educated in recording, because you may not want to come back to us, but if you go further, we want to make sure that you know what you're doing.
Now, you said something about Tanya Perry. Now, she is well known in the industry. She has a lot of knowledge. But you will still have some people say, why should I use her? Because she know what you don't know.
She knows what you don't
She
know.
knows what you don't know. And don't look at the fact, well, I'm quite sure, we don't like to pay money. We like to say, it's too much money. It's nothing too much for what you believe in. It's nothing. Them people on the R&B side be buying them $300 and $400 tickets to see Beyonce and Erica Badu coming here for Mother's Day, $200 and $300 tickets. But you fuss about $25. You understand? You fuss about a couple of $100 for somebody that's gonna help make your group. Oh man, I'm just going from A to Z. But you're right. I love quartet music.
I do too.
But I get so discouraged with some of these people. I've been out here for 40 years, and sometimes I get so discouraged, I say, forget it. Let somebody else help them. I'm just being real.
Well, sometimes it'll make you feel like that. But like I say, man, Loretta, we just got to stay encouraged. We got to look past that and see the good in it.
No, Tanya Perry didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She said some people pay $1,000 for gold teeth and won't pay $500. But that's the truth, though. That's the truth. And in this world, Josh, and I do want those of you, whether you're a solo artist, whether you are a group artist, whether you're a choir, whether you do spoken word, I mean, contact him. You'll never know until you try. You'll never know what you'll get until you try. But if you're expecting to get a good product for $200, don't waste his time. Don't waste his time. Because you're not going to get a quality CD for $200. You're not going to get that. You get what you pay for.
That's right.
You get what you pay for. We
might give you a good baseline for $200.
A good what?
A good baseline.
Yeah, but if you can't, how you gonna think major, and you don't want to pay a couple $1,000s for a brand CD that could go all over the world? Come on now.
Well, I think too, conversations like this, platforms like this, I think it's sinking in. And people, I think a lot more artists are understanding the importance of investing in themselves, investing in their projects, investing in their products, because, you know, at the end of the day, scared money don't make no money. So, you know, I think a lot of them, if you got faith in what you do, if you believe that God called you to do what you do, you know, is I ain't saying be crazy. I'm not saying go crazy, but there's a level of faith that you have to work from. So if you got that faith, then do what you got to do to put your money into what you have going on. If it's important to you, if you think that you can leave a legacy for your family with this, you know, because that's what this thing is about. Now, when it comes down to, you know, if you just want to sing, now don't get me wrong with this when I say this, because gospel music is gospel music. We sing about the Lord. We love the Lord. And I've sung at home for years. I've sung in this house, in this room right here for years. And if I just want to give praise to the Lord, I can do it right here in this room. But when we get ready to travel, when we get ready to cut records, when we get ready to move, we got to have money and we got to do things in a business manner to take care of what we need to take care of to get to where we're trying to go. And so we have to be realistic and we got to be practical about this thing.
And then too, Josh, and I know you probably can attest to it, I don't care how good your CD be, if you got a nasty attitude, that don't mean nothing to me.
Well, it can hurt you.
Your music don't mean nothing to me if you nasty. I know you're not used to me. You know, I just, you know, I'm just outspoken, you know.
Hey, say it. I'm with you.
I'm just outspoken, but you know, what makes a person want to play your music? Now listen, you know why I'm gonna promote you and your YouTube page and what you do? Because I like your style, I like your spirit. I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna put it on my page and I'm gonna ask people to subscribe to it. Because you know what? I don't have to be jealous of what that Josh may get 100,000 people next week. Because what God has for Loretta gonna get it. You know, we don't realize that our blessings come when we help other people. I don't have to be intimidated by you. I don't have to be intimidated by Cheryl Snell or Tanya Perry or any radio announcer. What God got for Loretta gonna get, and I'm gonna help you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to help you. I am going to help you. And see, the more we help people, the more we help one another, then God said, look, she's casting bread upon their waters. I'm going to cast bread upon her waters. But we don't realize that. We think somebody trying to get ahead. Oh, he going to get rich on what he doing. Let him get rich.
That's right.
You can get rich too. Just stop putting them videos up there with half of the head cut off and showing the feet. And then... Oh, Jesus. Don't get them videos where the people record it and then they're going to snap it back to their face and let you look at their face. And then, oh, God. Okay, I don't want to go there. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. But, you know, when you want professionalism and you want the best, you want your product to be the best, you got to get the best. You don't want nobody to go on your page and see that. But see, then they say, well, I'm not gonna let Josh help me. You need all the help you can get, because somebody go to your page and see that, they're gonna turn away.
You know, and two, from what you just said, I was me and CC Williams was in Buffalo Wild Wing. No, what's the other place in Memphis? Debo's, that's where we were. At Debo's in Memphis, and we were getting ready to get us some wings. And Running Strong Senior walked in, and while we were ordering our food, he said, "Hey, I got that. I'm gonna get y'all food." And I said, "No, Rem, you ain't got to do that, man." He said, "Man, let me get your food." He said, "Let me tell you something. It looked like I'm helping you, but I'm really helping me."
Come on now, come on.
when people offer to help you, let them help you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looked like they're helping you, but they're helping themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that help that you
Mm-hmm.
receive is blessing them. So in actuality, you've been a blessing to them
Mm-hmm.
by letting them help you.
Mm-hmm. You know, oh, you just said a mouthful. You said you can you repeat that again? That was really deep. I want people to really get this. Because see, we don't want to share and we don't want to give because we think people gonna get ahead, not realizing we hindering our own blessings.
That's right. I am being a blessing. Ms. Loretta, help me any way you want to help me. Whatever video you see, whatever I got, use it. Do what you want to do because me allowing you to help me is blessing you and me.
That's right. That is exactly right. And Josh, I'm not saying it to brag, and I'm not saying it to boast. But the fact is, God has given me. He's shown me great favor, and I know what to do with it. I don't put my chest out and be untouchable because I'm scared. Because see, just like God blessed me with it, bam, just like that, it
Yes,
can be
ma'am.
destroyed. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
every day I tell God, you take control of my ministry. I'm just the one down here working it. And I cause I don't want to do anything. And to keep something for somebody, if I, if they ask me, well, how do you do this and how you do, I have people ask me how to do videos all the time, what app you use. And some people think I'm being funny, John. Sometimes I use 3 apps to make one video
I understand.
because I don't want my videos to look like other people. So I'll
Yes,
take
ma'am.
3 apps and they think but I'm not. You got to put the time in to make your stuff stand out and look different,
That's right.
you know. Oh my God, you done blessed me tonight. You done blessed me. I'm so glad the thunderstorm went over where we could get this because you have blessed me tonight. Your demeanor is one that just penetrates through this through this screen. And I'm not no prophetess, but God has great things in store for you, brother. God,
Blessings.
because you got the right spirit. You got the right spirit, but the daggers is going to come after you.
Yes, ma'am.
You do know that, right? Because see, and one thing that they don't understand, nobody has to be jealous of Josh. They don't know what Josh went through to get where he's at. They don't know what Loretta went through to get where they at. They don't know what Tanya went through to get where they at. They don't know what others went through. They don't know what Evangelist DJ Renee and others went through to get where they at. But we get it wrong. We get it wrong. Thanks, Miss Virginia. I appreciate it. We get it wrong. We look at people and we get that jealous spirit. But let me tell you something, don't do that because you don't know what that person had to encounter for elevation.
That's right.
Elevation comes with a price. The
That's right.
anointing comes with a price. It ain't easy. And see, you can't, if who can you share your ideas if you wake up in the middle of the night and you have an idea, man, I want to do this. You're almost afraid to tell somebody because you put it out there, somebody gonna go try to do the same thing you told them you were doing.
Oh yeah.
I know you want to shout up there, don't you? I know you do. But I know you do. But this is real stuff. We just
Yeah.
got to work with it. It's evident. When I saw your page, I said he spends a lot of time developing his page. You don't have trashy stuff on your page.
Well, thank you.
And that's what when somebody's scrolling through and they see that, this look nice, it catches the eye. But you all this stuff, some of these people got, I just scroll on. And you know what? I try to tell people one thing I noticed about you too. And I try to tell people that somebody told me this my page, I'll do what I want to do. Somebody told me that. But it's all right to have videos, but put you some word up there. Put some word up there. Some people just need to see a scripture. Some people need to see a clip art with something godly on it. Everybody don't want to see singing. Everybody don't want to see preaching. In other words, it's what we said earlier. Mix it up. Mix it up. Put something on there for everybody.
That's it.
Oh Lord. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you've helped me tonight because I often do. I got to tell you, I often get depressed when I see a group that with so much potential, but they think they're there and they don't need no help. That's a burden to me.
It happens.
Yeah, that's a burden to me.
It happens. But all we can do is pray and look beyond that to try to reach in and pull out the love that's there. Because the only way they're gonna be able to see that they need help, and the only way we're gonna be able to help them is through love. And we got to look past those things that stand in the way. That's it.
Well, you pray for me. You
Yes,
pray for
ma'am.
me. Because I help, but if you push me off, I'm gone. I definitely ain't gonna beg you to stay there.
Well, now, Jesus went to a city and he told the folk there wasn't nothing he could do there
Mm,
because they had no faith. So now I ain't saying you got to give up on folk, but I'm saying what I just said. Jesus went to a city
mm,
and it wasn't nothing he could do there because they didn't have any faith. So,
mm,
sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. We
mm.
just keep on rolling
Yeah.
because the love we have in us.
I need to talk to you about every day. I ain't gonna talk to you every day though, but it's
You can
just,
call me.
I have a love for this thing, and if I hadn't, I wouldn't be in it for as long as I've been in it. But it's just, it really bothers me. Hey, she's in the hospital. She's been in the hospital for about 2 months. Hey, honey. Yeah. So y'all keep Wendy Smalls in prayer. About 2 months she's been in there. But it's just I don't know. I don't know. And see, help me, minister to me, anybody. It don't necessarily have to be Josh, but I get a lot of slight sometimes because people don't understand me. But see, what I do, I study people, not judge people. I don't judge people, but I study them. I don't like for a person to try to befriend me because they want something from me. Just be legit. If you don't want anything from me, just say, "Can you help me?" Don't pretend to be my friend when you my enemy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. I do.
And
But
and see, when I see that, when I get a feeling, because God has given me a keen sense of discernment. And when you be trying to play with my mind, I know your game, and it's not gonna work. So what you got to say to that? Help me out.
well, Mondo said a little something there. Mondo had to teach me that
Where
that
you
some
where you at?
people
Right.
some people we are assigned to, and others are seasonal, and some just need to keep it moving. But there are some people that's our assignment. Some people we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to cling to, and some people
Mm-hmm.
we're supposed to be with and help and walk with for a certain amount of time. And it is some people we just supposed to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, I heard this guy say the other day, this guy was talking about some sheep that he had in the pasture.
Mm-hmm.
And he said a
Mm-hmm.
rattlesnake got in and
I saw that. That's
and
bad.
bit his sheep. Yeah.
Yes. I
He
want
said
to
the
tell the
rattlesnake
scripture with the
bit his
other one.
sheep,
Yeah.
and the sheep just kept on going, kept on, and he was a little concerned, but he didn't do anything. But later on, the sheep cleared up, everything cleared up, and the fact that he gave, I never knew that some snake venom is made from sheep's blood. So
Mm-hmm.
that rattlesnake biting that sheep, it wasn't nothing but a bite because the sheep's blood is anti venom. So all we got to do is make sure we got the blood of the lamb running through our veins, and whatever bites come, we can take the bite.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna infect us, and it ain't gonna kill us.
Wow. This is good. This is real good. This is real good. And I've thoroughly enjoyed you now. I want you to do something for me. I want you to gather about 5 people and put it together and give me a date. And I'm going to bring 5 people on here. And we're going to discuss this, the business part, and everything. And, but let's see, this is April. I'm done for April. So if you can do it in May, so because this has been good and it's been education, and whoever you pick, whoever you choose, that's fine. Just let me know where I can send them the link, because we need to keep on. I believe education is everything. I believe knowledge is everything, and I believe we should help one another, and we shouldn't worry about who gonna get ahead of us. Just focus on what the gift that God has given to you, and you just do you. You don't have to worry about the next person. I'm happy for you. I'm happy to see what God has done in your life in 31 years. I think that is absolutely wonderful. And because of your humbleness and because of your faithfulness, more is to come. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
Yes, ma'am.
So you get that together and you get their emails now and send them to me, and we're going to come on and we'll spend about 2 hours, because we want to educate the people and we want people to listen. Some will listen. We'll have a good audience, but you'll have some to say, I don't need to hear that. And those are the ones who do, but we can't worry about that. We can only help those who want to be helped.
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
want to be helped. But I want I want you to really pray for me, because I'm just honest. I'm just almost at my wit's end with this, because no, I'm just being honest,
I understand.
because you try, and there's just so much mess, and when people dying every day, and this the virus and that virus, I got more in my life going on than to have to try to put out fires about this and that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. There's more to life than what I'm doing. And if I got to do something and be persecuted doing it, well, I know we're gonna be persecuted, but you know what I mean.
I understand.
I'm just at the point where I'm just at that point now, almost there. And when I back up, that's it. That's it. And
I understand.
I don't know what God has for me in the future, but I just think some fires I don't have to walk into. Now you want to say something, go ahead and say it. I'm going to
No,
listen. I'm
no.
older and I got a son older than you, but I'll listen to you. I'm humble. I'll listen to you.
Well, I don't have anything to say. I understand where you are. I understand
Mm,
exactly what you're saying. Uh, Only thing we can do is just pray for the
mm,
strength to keep going, to keep moving in this. Because I think that we need you, and we need people like you. So I want to encourage you not to quit, but I do understand where you are.
mm. I know I got to go now because I'll get ready to start crying because it hurts. But you just, you have no idea. But thank you for being on my show.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Anytime you want to be on there, send me that link. I'm going to put it on all 3 of my pages. And I'm going to encourage people on my YouTube channel to go and visit your page.
Well, thank you.
I'll do that. I don't have a problem doing that, because God is good to Loretta. And I don't have money, but I got the favor of God.
Yes, ma'am. And I can
You
see it.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Favor. I got God's favor, but I don't have, people look and they say, how she do this and do that? God's favor. I've been faithful. I've hung in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. But we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's been really, really good. Please visit his page. Go to his YouTube page, his Facebook page. He has a lot of great things on there. Patronize him. Let him help you get to the next level, and watch God. Watch God. Watch God. Don't expect him to work a miracle, but expect him to do his job, and let him do his job. If you hire him, let him do his job. If you could tell him how to do it, then you could do it yourself. But let him do his job. And that's all I gotta say. You're a jewel. You have gained a fan, and anything you need, if I can help you, just let me know.
Well, thank you, Miss Loretta. I do want to ask everybody if I got a solo record coming out pretty soon. Never Let Me Down. We did it live in Tupelo. We're gonna be featuring. It features Pastor Mondo Adams, Kadarius Price, Paul Porter, George Dean, and then I don't know, and Keith Wonderboy, Keith Wonderboy Johnson.
Is that Keith right there?
No, there's a Shaq. I have to.
Shaq.
Come on in, tell the folks, hey.
Who is Shaq?
Come on, say hey to the people.
Who is Shaq?
Come on, man. Shaq.
Hey, Shaq, how you doing? Okay.
That's one of our Renaissance men. Shaq play everything, and he sang too. So he helps in making the records what they are. But Ms. Loretta, we just want to tell you to be encouraged. I'm just gonna say, don't quit. Don't quit. I strongly feel that in this thing that we in, like I say, a lot of times there are barriers in front of people that we have to look past in order to reach their heart, because of what's in our heart. And I just think we have to labor in that. We have to labor in love to help people understand love. We got to meet them where they are, meet them where they at, you know. And so sometimes it's going to be frustrating to us, and sometimes it's going to make us want to quit. Sometimes it's going to make us want to give up. But I think the reward is greater for us that endure and hold on and stick it out, tough it out. That's what we got to do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I gotta go. I'm getting ready to cry. Gotta go. I gotta go. But thank everybody.
Thank you.
God bless you. Get that together and send it to me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And have a good night.
You too.
All right.